It's War Dragon time, RPW here. Now today we're going to be going over who won this week's, giveaway. But before we do, I just want to, of course, put out a few announcements to everyone. First of all, make sure you go over to Facebook and search up War Dragons Nerds in the top, no spaces, and join my Facebook group because I think this group is going to be fantastic for everyone, including creators, because there is not going to be a limit. You're going to be able to share your videos or anything in there with other people to try to get traffic over to your websites. So be sure to join that as soon as you can. Now, another thing I want to mention is that we do have a few rules in there that you're going to be able to see on a booklet that I've linked to that site, but it is very minimal rules. So be sure to check that out once you join. Now, the next thing is I have plans to bring back Dragons and Cocktails, except because of my schedule, it works better for me on Sundays. So we're going to be doing this on Sunday nights. Now, I don't know how we're going to be doing this. My computer's still having issues. So I'm going to get a little creative and just kind of do the same basis that we have been doing until I can get my dad to look at my PC, which won't be until like late June. So hang in there and be sure to come join us, have a few cocktails with us. And I will be announcing on Saturdays what dragon and cocktail we will be featuring. Now, I also wanted to point out that if you do not follow the War Dragons blog, then you really need to be following it, because you're going to get a lot of really, detailed information in their blog. For example, the territory HP reduction. Right now you can go in there and actually see what the numbers have gone from to in this change within the Kingdom Wars. So be sure to always keep up with theirs and cross-reference. If someone gives you information, it may not be correct. So it's best to always go right to the source and find out what that information is. Another great place to get your information is going to be wardragons.info. Alleviates is very critical on making sure that she puts out information that is absolutely correct to her knowledge. So be sure to check those two websites out. I'm not really familiar with a lot of the others. Now, runic chests, they still haven't put up, the exact percentages and info on those. However, I did save back my bonus chest so that I could get a free runic chest. And this one is, of course, on my alt. So I want to go ahead and show you really quickly what, the runic chest I got, what it does. Oh, that's right. I've already got one here. So we're going to go ahead and go into the rune building, and we'll scroll down till we find it. I really need to do something with all these extra runes on this account. All right, here it is. The Mythic Sorcerer Attack. If you'll notice, it'll increase the Sorcerer's attack by 3% and increase your Fire Flak resist by 2.3%. Now, this is without, of course, building it up. And too bad you can't, change these out like you can in buildings. My friend brought that up the other day, that it'd be kind of cool if we could pay a ruby, just like whenever you're taking them off of your monuments, for us to be able to unequip them from our dragons. Maybe one day. All right, guys, so now let's go through who won this week's $20 in-game pack. Okay, so it's time to see who was right when it came to the guessing of how many atomic fireballs were in this jar. So as you'll see, it's the same as it was the other day, and it's still sealed. We're going to unseal it right now and pour it out into this tray where I can kind of sort it out in a controlled manner. Now, I'm going to go ahead and start making rows, and this way you guys can actually visually see how many there are. So I'm going to make rows of 10. We'll just go ahead and do that really quickly. We've got a start on these rows here. 10. Okay. It's so funny how you can knock these off. So yeah, 10 there. We'll start on our next row and keep working our way out. There we go. Here's another 10 row, and of course it's going to mess up my other ones. And let's start our next row. Now it's actually kind of ironic because if you guys listen to my video and watch the video, you would find out that the answer was actually within the video because this does represent the wildfire attack. So let's count how many we have. So we'll start down here. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rows. So 80. And we had somebody guess exactly 80. So congratulations to Corbin Dallas. You are the one that won this week's giveaway. Now, when it comes to this prize, it should come to you this weekend, which will give you some extra, stuff for this event. Now, I need you to remember that this prize is not distributed by myself, but by War Dragons. And the lady that does this usually does this on Sundays, which would be Sunday evening time frame, Pacific Standard Time here in the United States. So if you don't see anything by that following Monday morning, message me and I will see what's going on with your prize. All right, well, congratulations, Corbin Dallas. Okay, tomorrow we will be having our Q&A with our PW video going out. So you literally have like 20 hours to get your questions in. I already have a handful, but if there's anything specifically you would like for me to feature during this Q&A, be sure to either comment on this video or send me a message via Facebook or in the game. And I will include your question, or unless there's a lot, I might have to take it down to the most common questions. But I will be doing that video tomorrow, so be sure to check back tomorrow so that you can get some answers to your questions. Now, I generally answer everybody's questions via messages in the past, but this will make it to where everybody can kind of get an idea of these types of answers, just in case they have the same question. All right, also Monday we'll be having another beginner's guide to War Dragons video, which we will be continuing our series on the understanding your seasons and how they work. Then, of course, we will be having a live chat with RPW on Saturday, and the reason I'm doing that is to kind of, have a debate on the changes within the Kingdom Wars. By then, we'll all have a good idea of how helpful it was or how not helpful it was, and we can all sit down and have a adult conversation with a positive attitude, and I can live answer, and debate with you on some of the things that are in this. I mean, I think this would be a great way for us all to bring this conversation to the table and maybe even make some changes. I mean, if there is something that's wrong, then the feedback that War Dragons gets is it's something that's bound to change things. But they can't change it because 5 people said something. So we really need a large basis of people speaking up. Now, granted, right now, I don't feel like this is something that is shouting for a change because, well, we haven't even tried it yet, as I said in yesterday's video. If you missed it, be sure to check it out. But Positive Pam and Negative Nancy versus Negative Nancy will be a new series on my show, but only when she is needed. So I am pretty excited about that because I really would like to kind of flip the tide on this stuff and try to bring a more positive spin into this gaming experience. Because like I said, this is my game and, well, I don't want anybody to make it drab. Now, I do want to re-say something I said in yesterday's video that kind of sounded a little odd. I was meaning it one way, but it came out a whole other way, which was when I said you could team up with a buddy, then you could get more inner fires. So what I had said, which you can go listen to, was that you can, have a buddy come in with you, you use inner fire, then they can go in with the inner fire, then you swap, and then it basically sounded like both players would get 5 flames. Now, that is not the case. Just like in a war attack, if you go in and your buddy goes in with you, you will be the only one to get those 5 flames. And vice versa. So if you follow another friend in, they're going to get the 5 flames, not you, even if you helped. But what I meant to say, what I was trying to get out there was that if you go in and do an attack and you want to stack at least 2 inner fires, you can take a friend or you can take an alternate account. And when you do your attack, you would go in with your inner fire equipped to your dragon. Then you would click swap so that another person can come in with an inner fire and then finish it out. Once that has completed, then you can end the game and you will get your 5 flames with 2 inner fires stacked. Then you can turn around and do this for your buddy so that he also gets that inner fire back. Okay, so then that means after you get done with yours, you would then follow him. He would go in for an attack. You would follow him in with an inner fire and help him get 5 flames and a 2 stacked inner fire attack. So that is what I meant by that yesterday. But anyways, I hope that you enjoyed the videos that I put out this week, and I hope that what I have planned for next week is going to be fun and exciting as well. So as for this would be pretty much it for today's video. Please don't forget to go sign up for the War Dragons Nerds community group so you can join the conversation. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to leave me a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and of course hit that little bell so you get notifications. Happy hunting!